Hey guys, welcome back to another training log. I'd like to show you guys how I train for strength and longevity. Well, when it comes to getting older, you need to focus less on the numbers and more on the quality of your movement. Here I'm performing my warm-up of reverse dead mills. You know, I advocate walking backwards for relieving knee pain and providing ability in the flexion portion of your gait. And I perform these almost every warm-up. I like to experiment with different angles of approach and intensities, so feel free to switch it up. First exercise are pull-ups. I'm feeling a little tight in the lats today, so I use more volume to normalize the movement and in turn relaxing the tension. Consider it kind of bullying your body into accepting that you're doing the work. And after a while, it eases up. Just don't go to a high intensity to keep it from seizing. I wasn't sure why the tightness was flaring up in my back, so I decided to test my muscle up, which is a good benchmark to see how I'm feeling. Next, decline bench. I like to focus on decline because it has great carryover to dips and planches. I'm not a fan of this particular bench because it's wobbly and unstable, so avoid putting heavy load unless you have a stable bench. The range of motion with a barbell will never be ideal, but in a pinch, it makes for a great tool. But always prefer dumbbells instead. Hey, before I get to the next exercise, just click that like button and consider subscribing. Thanks. Because the gym was packed and I was already on the bench, I performed decline sit-ups with the overhead barbell. This is my go-to for creating a trim and taut waist, and it really activates your lower abs. I think this is the king of lower ab exercises. You will definitely feel a response once you're finished. I try all exercises, so I can tell you with experience that this is the most effective. This is my warm-up set of RDLs leading up to the journey of the working sets. When performing heavy compound movement, it is a good practice to take long warm-up sets, 3 to 4 minimum. Think about how smooth the attempts are and where do you feel any hiccups. It should be constant revision. Now we're finally in the working sets of the RDLs. These are really taxing. Again, I worked 3 to 4 sets of warm-ups before these sets to ingrain the right pattern of movement. You know, when you get things wrong at heavy weights, that's how you get hurt. When performing exercises, it helps to have a movement intention. In the case of these RDLs, I'm mimicking the bound jump, coiling through the hinge and then exploding with a hop forward. This is more helpful for form than giving isolated cues. If you perform the intended movement right before you do it under load, you will find a significant difference in your ability. It makes for a greater transition and to keep that frame of mind. So after the intense work is done, it is time for the supplemental portion of the routine. Here I'm tackling the stiffness issues of the shoulders and lats when I was performing the pull-ups, and I'm trying to tackle it with these straight arm pull-downs. This is great also for the serratus anterior, which usually goes hand in hand with lat issues. Consider bringing down the bar and pushing the chest forward between the shoulders. Your intention should be pulling that bar at the thigh. The free motion is one of the best tools in the gym. Angles are important in movement, and this machine allows for the most variety. Here I am performing side shoulder raises, and I'm using the angles of the beam to create more tension for the exercise through a full range of motion. Dumbbells will lose tension at the bottom position, but with the cable and standing in this offset position, you work through the full range of motion, through full range of tension throughout the exercise. And remember to do this on both sides, of course, and always try to recalibrate how you're moving, how you're feeling with every rep. That's why we're doing multiple reps. It is a chance for your CNS system to recalibrate the movement pattern. And now we start to enter the recovery portion of the workout. I know you believe it starts at home or with a good meal, but you should start recovering within the session to signal to your parasympathetic system that you are transitioning from high alert to a state of rest and recovery. Here I am performing side lunges in an isometric hold, and I use my arms to modulate the intensity of the stretch. And you'll find at the end of the session that your body is far more receptive to static stretching, so always use the opportunity. I enjoy showing you these follow-alongs. If you do too, please click the like button and suggest below what you'd like to see next.